的名字是布里斯托大学的副教授，在翻译与跨文化研究部门工作。
So it gives me a real great pleasure to welcome so many of you here today and so many joining us online from China and around the world. We're really pleased to have you join us.
非常荣幸在这里能够见到大家，以及在网上的一些观众朋友们，来自全世界的朋友们，欢迎大家。
So the University of Bristol is about 150 years old, and where we're sitting at here is our Faculty of our Department of Arts. So we have modern languages, we have classical studies, we have theology, philosophy, a strong Buddhist studies department here as well.
现在大家来到的是布里斯托大学，这里有150年的历史，这里是艺术部门，在这里我们会上一些现代语言课程、艺术课程、佛教课程、哲学课程等等。
On Teams. Apparently you can't hear me. Sorry. The problem with the Teams link. Any better? Yes, Christoph says yes. This event is the inaugural event for our newly formed Department of Translation and Interpreting Studies, which is to say that we have had here in the university for many years a long tradition of undergraduate and postgraduate training in translation and interpreting, with a special link to the Chinese-speaking world as well. But recently, in the last year or so, we've formally become our own department for translation and interpreting, which is really exciting. So I'm very pleased to welcome you here, especially for that today too.
我们学校刚刚成立了口笔译部门。布里斯托大学有非常源远流长的历史传统，但是在过去我们没有成立口笔译部门。现在我们越来越多的人在说中文，所以我们非常开心，我们现在有了口笔译的研究部门，欢迎大家来到这里。
So just a quick plug for the department and our latest postgraduate program, which is launching this September, called the MA in Translation and Intercultural Studies. This is a brand new program which fuses research into literature, artificial intelligence, intercultural dialogue, accessibility, and much more. And we are open for applications, and we have many scholarships available as well. And if you're interested in finding out more about this program, we'll talk a little bit more about it towards the end of the day today. But you can find the information through this slide and use the QR code to scan it, or please email through to us, and we'd be delighted to talk to you if you're interested in this program.
在今年9月，我们会新开一个研究生课程，叫做笔译与跨文化研究学习。它是为我们提供文学、AI 还有一些其他方面的文化问题研究的课程。我们在今年的时候会开放申请，会在今天晚些时候跟大家介绍更多的细节。如果你感兴趣的话，你也可以扫描屏幕上面的二维码，或者通过邮件问我们一些问题。
So that's enough about me. That's enough about the department. We have a few colleagues here who would be great for you to speak to if you would like. I want to get into introducing our fantastic speakers this morning.
这是关于我和这个部门的介绍了。今天加入我们的也有一些我们的同事。现在我想要介绍一下今天的重要的嘉宾。
So first up we have my old friend and previous interpreting teacher as well, Dr. Yukteswar Kumar from the University of Bath. And Kumar and I have known each other for a long time. We've worked together on many different kinds of projects. And it's a great pleasure for me to welcome him here today to speak to us in just a moment.
首先，让我来介绍我的老朋友，就是现场这位在座的 Dr. Kumar， 他是巴斯大学的老师，也是口译的工作人员。我们认识彼此已经很长时间了，非常荣幸他能够来到这里给我们发表一些演讲。
And Dr. Kumar is a frequent contributor on various media outlets and issues related to international affairs, particularly between China and India. He speaks many languages, is a professional interpreter, cultural commentator, and political scientist.
库马博士在很多领域都贡献了他的力量，他在很多媒体上面都有出现过，比如在一些国际事务方面，他很好的贡献到了中国和印度的文化传播之中。库马博士也可以说多种语言，他是专业的口译员，在文化传播以及政治领域都有卓越的贡献。
And he is also the translator for the recent publication of our second guest, who we are extraordinarily privileged and pleased to welcome here today, Mr. Xuemo from China.
库马博士也是笔译专家，他翻译了我们第二位重要嘉宾雪墨先生的著作。
Xuemo needs little introduction, I know, for those of you who are especially joining us on the live stream from China today. But he is one of the most preeminent literary figures from the Chinese-speaking world today. The president of the Gansu Literary Association, a mentor for many young authors, and a sharp, deep cultural critic and commentator on life in China.
对于一些在直播间可能不太熟悉雪墨先生的观众朋友们来说，可能需要一些介绍。雪墨先生是中国文学界的泰斗，他是甘肃文学协会的主席，以及是很多年轻人的导师。他对于文化以及文学方面十分的专业，非常sorry, what's your last name?
I don't remember, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, sorry.
Special thank you to our interpreters who are also joining us from the University of Bristol interpreting program as well.
他说谢谢我们来自巴斯大学的口译人员。
Anyway, as I say, enough from me. May I please welcome our first speaker, Dr. Kumar.
现在有请我们的第一位演讲嘉宾库马先生发言。
Thank you very much, Paul. It is always a huge pleasure to go to any university and discuss things related to translation and interpreting, intercultural studies. And to be honest, I have been the external examiner of Bristol University for the last 4 years. And I have known Paul for many years. As he rightly said, he was our student, my student as well. He did write MA dissertation, and fortunately or unfortunately, I was his supervisor for that one as well. I remember, very good, beautiful dissertation, which is still kept at the University of Bristol and ready. Having said so, I've never been to this building in Bristol University. I've been to many other places in Bristol and Bristol University, but never here. I will do interpretation myself in Chinese, so don't worry. Thank you. Do you want to sit down here?
I'll just manage this.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I'd like, I just saw my old friend, Christopher, associate professor here. If you want to come and join us over here, would you like to?
You'll do it later.
Okay, yeah, up to you, that's fine. Whenever you feel, you can come and there is a place, up to you. Although I've known him for many months and years, but in person, this is the first time I'm meeting him. Dr. Christophus is a famous scholar in German intercultural studies, and just now I heard that he's working on a book written by a famous author, Vikram Seth. He was a big name, or he is a big name now, and I remember he got Booker's Prize, I believe. the suitable boy many years ago. He was born in India, but lives in Salisbury and in Delhi. But he's working on some of his works. Such a fantastic opportunity to meet, discuss, to learn from these scholars, including Paul Gold, who is in himself an authority, although he didn't speak much Chinese just now, but he's very, very proficient. And he has translated books from from Chinese to English on Christianity and other places and other things. Because there are people in China watching this live, I don't know how many. Yesterday there were 20,000 people, that is what I was told. Because we are very, very fortunate to have Xuemo, our guru, teacher, amongst us. And he has written multiple books. His books have been translated into many, many languages. So he has huge following in China. There are some of his fans and readers present here in the audience who have come all the way from China. So greetings, welcome to them, to the UK and to the southwestern part of UK. And Xuemo, as I said, has huge followings in China, and there are people watching him and this event today. And because quite a lot of Chinese people, we all understand that their English level is not that high, so they will understand only Chinese. So I will speak a bit briefly what I just said in English. I will speak in Chinese. I don't want to make our wonderful interpreters work so much. So because I'm an interpreting teacher myself, so I can speak in Chinese. 大家下午好，中国的观众朋友们，我知道现在在中国刚好是这个表差不多，因为现在在英国是11点半嘛，所以在中国可能就是说7点半，就大概是这个样子。所以中国的观众朋友们大家晚上好。我们今天的这个活动呢，是在布鲁索托这个 Bristol 大学。那么刚才演讲的我的老朋友，也是老学生09到10年在巴斯大学跟我学习口译笔译的这个教授高尔夫Paul Gold， 刚才主持人刚才介绍的，所以首先非常感谢他和他的同事 Christopher 先生，他是德语和英语的专家和翻译，还有华文学的一位教授。所以感谢他们，还有他的同事，感谢 Bristol 大学安排今天的这个活动，所以非常非常感谢他们。我个人可能你们知道我是专门做这个研究中国的文学、口译、笔译、政治、社会等等的。那么今天呢刚才我也说了，今天我们非常非常高兴，热烈的欢迎Xuemo大师来到 Bristol 大学跟我们分享他的经验、他的写作、他的想法。我个人呢，我个人非常有幸翻译他的2本书，到目前为止，一本是就是这个让心属于你自己 ，Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart， 这是他的著作，我翻译了，已经大家可以看得到出来了。另外一本书呢，空空之外，我正在翻译，估计今年中旬翻完，估计明年这个时候那本书也出来，我们再可以给你们介绍。Bristol 大学、巴斯大学都是英国的非常好的，就是排名前10的这个大学。Bristol 大学的这个口译、笔译、翻译然后现在他们正在开始 一个新的系就是说笔译和跨文化的这个系，那这个是令人高兴的一个事情，因为Xuemo老师写的东西非常非常多。刚才很多人问，您出国每年出国那么多地方，哪有时间写作？Xuemo老师呢，他说他在飞机上，他在火车上，除了就是说什么地方他可以写作，所以这是我们值得佩服的一个东西。Next, I would like to talk in English about my experience a bit of translation of Xuemo's work. Xuemo comes from southwest China, Gansu province. Gansu is one of the poorest provinces of China compared to the coastal cities. He was born in poverty. He didn't have even enough food, to be honest. He used to go for his school on a cycle, cycling 14, 15 kilometers every day. And then he became a teacher, and then he started writing and became famous and now have authored more than 30 books. And his books have been translated into more than 40, 50 languages. Last year, I was at his home village, at his hometown, which is not very far from Hue, a city. A bit far from Lanzhou, which is capital of Gansu, those who understand it with China. I stayed in his home, in his village, because as an interpreter or translator, rather translator for him, and even as an interpreter, it is very important if we have the fortune of going to those places. Because number one, if you're interpreting, if you go there, live there, then you can understand a bit of accent, the way people talk. And when you're translating, then if you understand the culture, because China is huge, culture of Southwest is not culture of North or East China. The desert, because in his books there is quite a lot of writing or things about Southwestern China. So that's why last year I went there and stayed there and understood the environment, the places, because in his books you can find those names, those culture, very distinct culture. So if you understand that, then when you are translating or interpreting, then you will do a better job. I will translate this into Chinese for my Chinese viewers. 那刚才我说，这个今天特别高兴，这个Xuemo老师在我们其中。然后呢，我是说，我有幸翻译他的2本书，一本书就是说《让心属于你自己》，这是英文版。可能如果有机会，我希望翻成印地语和孟加拉文，因为我的印地语和孟加拉语也是像母语一样，跟中文、英文一样。因为印度，我这个话我没有用英文说，但是我补充一下，印度人口现在已经超过了中国的人口。那么印度人口里面13个亿、14个亿里面，5到6个亿的人，他们的母语基本上是英文，因为我们在小学、中学、大学都是英语。当然，印度人有印度的这个英语还有口音。其他的8个亿里面，4个亿的人他们是说印地语，剩下来的3个亿也是说孟加拉语。那你看这么庞大的肚子，6到7个亿的人会印地语和孟加拉语，这个人数比很多国家的语言，包括就是主要语言，就是说 德文俄罗斯文都多，因为人口那么多。那么除了这个让心属于你自己以外，我正在也翻译他的另外一本书叫《空空之外》，估计今年也会出来。第二，我说的是作为一个笔译，作为一个翻译，作为一个口译，如果你要好好做的话，你一定不但要了解这个语言，而且要了解文化，作家的思想，作家就是说他工作、生活这些地方。这样呢，第一，你会可能更多的了解作者的口音，也可以了解他写作的时候他的周边的环境，因为西部地区的文化环境，西部地区的地方的情况比南部地区、比北部地区情况不一样，是不是？所以呢，我有幸去年我专门去了水木老师的家里，我在他的家里待了三个晚上。水木老师带我去。
I think it'd be better to have one of the interpreters for everyone, for you as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me finish this.
Yes, please.
Okay. 所以我就去了他那个地方，然后我在那边待了3个晚上，了解那边的情况。因为这样我在翻译的时候，或者我给水木老师去年在伦敦我做了他的口译，这样对我也有好处，因为他的口音、他的环境我都可以了解。所以这个是对一个学生或者口译员来非常重要，你更多的要了解他的文化。他的这个周边的环境，他的处境这些东西。Next, I will speak in English, and because Paul thinks it is good that the speaker remains a speaker and not an interpreter. So we've got beautiful interpreter Changqing today, and she will be interpreting for me into Chinese. So I will speak in English. So next I would like to say is the very first person, in my opinion, who has been the first real translator in the world, in the whole world, who has systematically translated many books. His name is Kumarajiva. My surname is Kumar. His first name starts with Kumarajiva. Xuemo in Chinese. He was born in 4th century. His father was from India. His mother was from China. That's why he could speak languages of both India and China. And he started translating many Buddhist scriptures. And one thing which connects Kumarajiva and Xuemo Laoshi is that Kumarajiva stayed for 17 years in Wuwei, the hometown of Xuemo. So he stayed for 17 years and he translated quite a lot of things. And not only that, he gave translation theory. We study theory of Nida, the functional equivalence theory, or Escopo's theory. I know many of you are researchers of translation theory and here, so I don't need to tell more about these modern theories. Nida, American professor who has written quite a lot about, he died a few years ago. Scopus. But these theories are recent theories. So, Kumarajiva in 4th century, he gave his theory. And according to him, translation is like feeding a chewed rice to somebody else. So you have eaten the rice and you give that rice to somebody else and make them eat. The taste is gone and the food is insipid. So basically he is saying that languages are different. We cannot translate exactly in the same manner from one language to another language. You all know. And he also said, my last point, because it becomes longer for the interpreter to remember everything, even if they are very good in note-taking, is that he said the translation should not be direct translation. It has to be logic to logic translation. So in 4th century, he refuted the idea of TRE, direct translation, EE, yeah, that culture to culture, logic to logic translation. If you want, you can sit down and
just
speak.
to confirm the
Yes.
names, it's Wa. What is the name for the person who was
With Kumarajiva.
Yeah.
Xuemo Loso. Xuemo Loso. Xuemo Loso.
And the other one is Rita.
Nida.
Yes.
Yeah. Nida is 20th century. Like, yeah.
所以呢，我想要跟大家说的是，在翻译方面，至少，所以在翻译方面，至少在我个人看来，非常重要的就是你需要去了解文化以及环境。那在这一方面比较系统的翻译的很多的一个人叫做久维沃什，他呢是出生在4世纪的，他的父亲呢是印度人，母亲呢是中国人，这就是为什么他可以说这两种文化，所以呢他可以说这两种语言，对这两种文化都有了解。那他呢曾经在武威呢住了有17年。所以这就是为什么他和雪木老师是认识的。所以呢，在他看来，其实翻译呢，并不是一个直接的将词翻译成词的一个过程，你是需要了解这个文化的。这是一个人。另外一个我想聊的这个人呢，叫做妮达，他呢也曾经翻译了很多东西。对他来说呢，翻译其实并不是直接的将词翻译成词的这一个过程。你是需要去了解这个文化、这个语言到底是在说什么的，所以对他来说呢，语言呢是不同的，那你翻译的方式也是不一样的。第二个方面，我想说的就是你在翻译的时候呢，我们不能在翻译过程中，我们讲究的不能直译，也就是你不能一个单词翻译成一个单词，那你要去了解这个文化以及这个翻译的里面的逻辑是什么，也就是我们叫的意义这个过程。
Thank you. Because there are people online, so we need to change take the microphone. Yes, so I have had the fortune of translating Xuemo's work, but before that I have also translated other Chinese writers' works, including Feng Chai. Feng Chai was the vice president of All China's Writer Association, and there is a Feng Chai Research Institute in Tianjin University. Even Mo Yan, the Chinese author who got Nobel Prize in Literature about 13 years ago, he went to Feng Chai Institute just 2 months ago in Tianjin. And Feng Chai has also, like Xuemo, written dozens and dozens of books. So I translated his book 2 years ago in Hindi and in English. They are in the market as well. But there is a difference in translating Feng Chai's book and in Xuemo's book. Because Feng Chai, he is from Tianjin. So Tianjin local culture is reflected in his writing. In Xuemo's works, there's more spiritual things and things of Southwest China. One good thing for me is that in Xuemo's work, you can find many ideas of Buddhism and classical Indian philosophy. Classical Indian philosophy. For example, the Indian philosophy of voidness, V-O-I-D-N-E-S-S, Khum, and and that gave me more interest to translate those things, because you feel like, because I was born in India, you feel like doing again things which you knew and which you are quite kind of accustomed to. In Xuemo's writings, there are loads and loads of Buddhist philosophy, loads and loads of names of Buddhist scholars. Now, for example, just I said, Kumara Jiva. In the ancient times, if you say to any Chinese person, for example to Xuemo, do you know about Kumara Jiva? He may not know. But they had Chinese names, so if you tell them 您认识或者知道Xuemo罗氏的这个情况，他就知道哦，你说的是Xuemo罗氏。那么 so in ancient times, all these Buddhist scholars, they had Chinese name, proper Chinese name. Even when the famous, or the first, we are all students and scholars of literature, the first Asian and non-white Nobel Prize winner, Tagore, when he won Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913, 1913, he won Nobel Literature Prize, and I have taught at his university for more than 13 years. I myself have taught. He went to China in 1924, and Chinese people admired him. Even today, many Chinese people may not know about Indian Prime Minister Mr. Modi or the first Indian Prime Minister Mr. Nehru, but they know about Tagore, because Tagore's influence on Chinese society and culture is huge. And then also they gave him a Chinese name, Zhu Zhendan, Tianzhu the Zhu. Zhu in ancient times means India, Tianzhu is India. So people from India, were given a surname in Chinese as Zhu, Zhendan, 地震的震和蛋。Zhendan is China. Many people do not know. So he was called as India China. 朱是 India, 陈旦就是中国，是朱陈旦。泰戈尔的中文名字是朱陈旦，是梁启超先生自己。So Mr. Liang Qichao, he gave him this Chinese name. Why I'm saying this? Because even ancient times in his books, there are Buddhist names like Asanga. He was a Buddhist philosopher. Those things are there. And in my book, I have given loads and loads of, almost on every 2-3 pages, there is footnote so that people can understand more about the Buddhist name and philosophy.
今天我非常荣幸来给雪墨先生翻译书，但是之前呢，我曾经也给很多中国的作家翻译过作品。大家知道的冯骥才先生，他曾经是中国翻译作家协会的副教授，他呢
副主席。
那他呢曾经呢也和他曾经也和莫言在很多方面合作过。13年前呢，他呢也是当时写了很多的书。2年前呢，我有幸的去将他的书翻译成了印度文和英文，所以大家可以找到这2本书。所以呢，冯骥才先生呢，他是在天津大学的，但是他写的很多书呢，其实很多都是跟天津的当地的一些文化有关的。而雪墨先生呢，他写的作品呢，更多的是展现中国西部的这些文化以及我们的精神灵感方面的内容。 所以对我来说呢，我觉得很荣幸可以和雪墨先生一起合作，是因为我们其实在对佛教、宗教方面有很多的共同的看法和信仰。那比如说，我给大家举个例子，就是在印度教、佛教里面有很多的概念，比如说空的这个概念。我们因为在这些方面有很好的了解，那对我来说翻译其实是非常棒的一件事情，也会让我也觉得非常的有意思，而且我也习惯去翻译这一些和印度有关的文化内容。那当然了，在翻译印度文化相关的东西的时候呢，我们很多的时候会遇到一些跟佛教有关的名字。那如果我要是用英语告诉你这些名字，你可能不太清楚它是什么。但是很多印度的名字呢，它都有相对应的中国的名字。那比如说刚才我前面提到这个九末罗什，大家都知道。所以呢，当我提到他们中文的名字，大家一下子就知道我在说什么了。所以说呢，另外一个人我想提到的就是泰戈尔，他是获得的第一个亚洲的获得的诺贝尔文学奖的作家。他呢是在1972年的时候到过中国。那大家可能对很多印度的总理不太了解，比如说莫迪这一些，有些人可能了解，但是很多人跟泰戈尔比起来，还是泰戈尔更出名一些。所以呢，很多的文化里面，印度翻译的时候呢，会给他们很多的中文的文字。那泰戈尔呢，他其实也有一个中文的名字，叫做主真旦。那这个名字是梁启超当时给他的。所以呢，在我翻译的很多书中，Dr. Fuller 刚才我给大家看就是这本书中，所以每到2、3页的时候呢，他就会注一个脚注，然后给大家解释这些英文的名字对应的中文的名字是什么。
Thank you. Just to finish my some words which I don't like to say speech. So to finish my my saying today, I was just once again looking into this book. For example, when there is a saying about Chiti Garbha Bodhisattva, because we know in Buddhism there are 4 Bodhisattva, Kuan Pusa. Yeah. So Avalokiteshvara is Kuan Yin. Now Chiti Garbha, yeah, Bodhisattva is also one of the Bodhisattvas. So when Xuemo Laoshi has written about Chiti Garbha Bodhisattva, then I gave a kind of explanation what role he has. Yeah? Or when he talks about 4 immeasurable minds, then it doesn't come from the philosophy of Buddhism, but from Hinduism, which is Sarve Bhavantu Sukhana, Sarve Santu Niramaya. This is very, very famous moral teachings in Hinduism, that in Hinduism, doesn't matter from which religion, from what class, from which country, from which society you belong. The main philosophy is that may all human beings, everything, not only human beings, but even animals, plants, be always happy. So it doesn't matter whether you are from my religion or not. May everybody be free from illness. That kind of philosophy. So Xuemo Laoshi has written that kind of philosophy. And then this is from Hinduism, Hindu's philosophy, so I wrote about that. Similarly, when he talks about, because we've got a German professor over here who works on German and English, so I was just going through, and I remember that about German scholars like Friedrich Nietzsche, my pronunciation in German is not good. So when he writes about that, then I also talk about his works, his main philosophy, and things like that. I think I should stop here because we are teachers, and I'm also a small politician. I was earlier deputy mayor of Bath. So speaking for long hours is not a problem, but I reckon you are not here only to hear me. The main person is Xuemo, and then maybe Christopher would also like to say a few words later. So I stop over here, and
Let's take a 5-minute break. We have the rest of the tea and the coffee, which I've just put it outside.
okay.
Because everyone's been sitting for a while, so maybe we just take a few minutes.
Okay, so after this,
Yes.
Okay, so when you break, yeah.
我再简单的说几句话，然后我们就可以进入到下一个环节。刚才我给大家看的这个书上面呢，其实还有一些名字，就我们中国人比较熟悉的菩萨这个名字，其实也在这个书里面。然后呢，许墨老师呢，其实写的很多里面的这些东西呢，特别是菩萨这一些，它反映出来的
地藏菩萨，地藏菩萨。
它反映出来的哲学呢，其实跟我的印度教的这些哲学是很相近的。比如说在里面，他希望不管是人或是动物都可以幸福的生活，或者说呢，希望大家都远离疾病。所以呢，雪墨老师的这些哲学呢，其实根本的点很多都是来自于印度的。所以说，我觉得跟他合作特别的开心。然后在最那边的是 Chris 教授，他呢是研究中文跟德国的翻译方面的工作。我呢自己德语说的其实不太好，口音也不太好。但是呢，当谈到
Frederick Wilson how do you say Nietzsche? Yeah, like Chinese.
如果大家对这个名字比较感兴趣的话，可以一会儿看一下这个名字。所以就是里面也会聊到一些哲学的，其实都是哲学跟和哲学之间都相通的。那因为时间关系呢，我就不占大家很多时间了，因为大家今天主要是来听雪墨老师来跟大家谈谈他的想法的。那接下来如果有时间的话 ，Christopher 可能也想跟大家聊两句。
Okay, so as my friend Paul suggests, we take a break, like generally in Bath and other places as well. After 50 minutes, we take a break, and then there is tea and coffee outside. So 我们休息10分钟，在外面也要茶歇吧，就是有饼干、有茶、有咖啡。然后主要演讲我们今天的这个水木老师是10分钟以后，好吗？好。水木老师如果同意的话，太好了。
Okay, come back in 10 minutes later. Come back in 10. Please subscribe our channel if you're new here. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Come back in 10 minutes. We will have a short break. So, and if you are new here, please subscribe our channel. Thank you so much. Come back in 10 minutes. Daddy pig. Yes, it's it's so far he only translates Xuemo's cultural works. And if you're new here, please subscribe our channel. Mr. Xuemo and Dr. Xuemo will come back in about 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes. And today the topic, we are giving the talk and dialogue in the University of Bristol.
You are?
You?
No, through Teams.
Through Teams.
Teams, yeah.
So
It's internal. People who had registered but who couldn't come in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is the channel which is in your university.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're broadcasting what?
You're on YouTube.
Oh, you're broadcasting YouTube.
YouTube and this in China.
Bilibili.
Not Bilibili. Pinduoduo.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
And we have thousands of readers here watching.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great. We'd love to have the video, the link when it's done.
The link, yes,
Yeah.
it will be kept on the YouTube
Yeah.
channel. You can subscribe it and watch it.
Yeah, we'll share it around in
Okay,
the contact list as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you want some tea or coffee?
I'm okay.
You're okay.
Okay, thank you. We are in the University of Bristol, and do you have an introduction for the University of Bristol?
Do you want me to give an introduction?
Yeah, I can talk to.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
You can do that?
Yes, do you want to pull it up and we'll
Okay.
do it together?
Okay. Okay.
Good question. Hi everyone. 大家好。我是这里布里斯托大学口笔译系或者可以说是翻译系的副教授高保罗。My name is Paul Goff. I'm associate professor here in University of Bristol, where we have our hi Leon. 你好. Really pleased to welcome Xuemo and the team here. So Bristol University is top 10 university in the UK in research. We have a really strong relationship with many Chinese institutions. Leon 不敢当，你的中文真好，不敢当，谢谢。So I look after postgraduate programs here in looking at things like intercultural communication, 就是说是跨文化交流, diplomacy, international affairs, the relationship between China and the West, and obviously translation and interpreting. And we train translators and interpreters augmented with artificial intelligence, and study the cross-lingual literary translation, all these kinds of things that we get to deal with here that are really fun. And we have new postgraduate programs, translation and intercultural studies, and our MSc in interpreting, which are available. And we have big scholarships available at the moment as well, up to 1/3 off scholarships that you can apply for if you're interested in coming. We would love to welcome you here to Bristol, to our department, and to join us. And of course, there are many departments here. We're a fantastic city, very lively, very entrepreneurial, and just very pleased to have you join us today. 谢谢大家.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. 我们就不停了。我也去看一下。Very wonderful. We are in the University of Bristol, and now it is the tea time. Yes. We start here.
Thank you for coming.
Now it is the tea time. We will have a short rest here. What is in? It is a display. Hey, say something. What's your feeling translating for Mr. Xuemo?
It's very exciting.
And what's the difference between Xuemo's work, Xuemo's philosophy and idea, and the other writers? Say something.
I feel like his works very in a profound way. I have many thoughts after reading his book, and also, but translation I think is a very different thing, because understanding is the first place, right? And if I need to translate, I need to dig deeper and find the proper words in Chinese and also in English. So sometimes it's difficult.
Our reader also says your translation is really fantastic.
Thank you for that. I'm really nervous actually.
No,
I'm a bit nervous.
从容怎么说? I think that yesterday, yes, very calm. Yesterday, what I learned from you is stay calm when translating.
Yeah, that's Dr. Kuma taught us.
Yeah,
To be calm, to be confident.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Hey, something. We are in the University of Bristol. See, these are the students here in University of Bristol, and Xuemo is having a talk with Dr. Kuma. Dr. Kuma has translated the book Reclaim of the Throne of Your Heart. So Dr. Kuma is the translator for Xuemo. So that they are having a talk. Because Mr. Kuma is different than the other translators, that he knows many Eastern philosophy. The Eastern philosophy is very similar to the Chinese Eastern wisdom, and he also mentioned Xuemo today, and Xuemo also have been visited the Xuemo's hometown, Wuwei, like stayed for 17 years there. So
没有特别的。
哦，我自己参加过他的活动，看对，他就不是师傅，教父，叫生父，可以，他是教父，这个样子，不容易，他的儿子的女是吧？你是孙女，孙女，这是他的。
第一次来的英国还是第一次？
他来过，
欢迎。
中文比我好，他普通话好，
就是普通话。
而且组织的非常好，
对。